my dear students. At the outset, I congratulate all of you for the successful completion of this course. Very effectively, you have done it. So I don't know whether in the last 4 years you could, whether you are able to observe the merits of this department or not. So even after having 10, 15 years of standing, so many colleges do not have this kind of fields like Lara Greenfields kind of thing. So that is the wonderful thing. And having lots of background also, many departments, many institutions are not able to maintain the uh, required number of faculty and also quality faculty. So this kind of quality faculty, very rarely it is being maintained. And third thing is, yes, in all the departments, we have 30 and odd departments in the university. Experiential learning is happening only in this department. So no other department this kind of experiential learning. So this is these are the, of course, apart from your completion of the degree, these are the facilities or the merits of your department. And because of all these good faculty members, good fields, and good teaching methodology, you are all successful. Of course, of your efforts, all of you are successful. Not only completing your degree, you have almost 60% of you are already placed, and Ramesh Babugari is promising that other 30% is also going to be placed by the second week of June. So this is a wonderful achievement compared to any other university or any agriculture college or anything nearby and in this region. Wonderful achievement. Then what to do? That is the most important. So, yeah, department is great, Vignan is great, this, that, and all that. That's okay, fine. But from your side, what to do next? So, when you get the employment, fine, you got the employment. But the problem is you got it for a very small salary of 25,000, 30,000 kind of thing. That is the process in any agriculture, this thing, or agriculture business kind of thing. But if you, yes, prove yourself for 1 or 2 years, it may be it may be, the growth would be in a multiple way. It may reach 1 lakh, 2 lakh kind of thing also. But you have to prove that you are really a good worker, useful to the organization. That is it. That is the first thing you have to remember. So how can you prove? That is the problem. How can you prove that you are a real worker? You are really useful to the organization. So you should, I mean, naturally some assignment is given to you. And the very perception you have to change. What is the change means? So that 25,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees, don't take it, think that you are getting it out of your work. So you are paid for your learning. Normally you paid the fees for your learning in the college, but it is the reverse. You are paid, and also there is very powerful learning on the field. So this is a mutual benefit. There is a learning process and also you are paid normally. So that is the perception you have to, don't think that I am working something so they are paying. So they are giving some learning and also they are paying. You should be grateful to the organization. But how to impress the organization? That is how you have to have, how to see the growth of you in the next 2-3 years. See, normally an assignment is given with a particular role and all that. And you are supposed to work between 9 to 5 or 9 to 4, something like that. So, but don't limit yourselves to your only work. So extend your this thing to the other branches also. Try to work beyond the regular hours. and you are the first man to go to the organization and the last man to come out of that. Normally, yes. Normally, people always try to leave the organization as early as possible. Or after, suppose you have completed your work by 2 o'clock, so you want to leave and go to a movie, go to a hall and all that. You cannot build your career with that. If you complete your work, so you have to help the others. You have to study what is happening in the organization. How can you help your MD or chairman or your colleague? This is how you have to think. Then after some time, people will observe this is the fellow doing extremely good work, extremely committed and also competent. So yes, how can you, yes, every day you are the first man to come to the office or organization and last fellow to leave. If you maintain some, if you maintain some time like that, definitely your supervisor or your chairman will observe you and your commitment and your dedication, all these things. That helps you to grow. That is one thing. The second thing is, if it is a small organization, it is always good for you. Instead of getting employment in Pfizer and other things, if it is a small organization, you will know everything, not only your job. So if it's only 50-member organization. So instead of 1,000 people organization like ITC, you have joined 50-member organization. That you'll know the multiple activities. So you'll know the concept of it, you'll know the process of it, you'll know the marketing of it, you'll know the finances of it, everything you'll know. It is the great knowledge you can get it apart, addition to the what all you got it in your graduation. That is the practical thing. How this chairman is struggling for the for the processing. Yes. How he is struggling for the finances. How he is struggling, after getting all these things, the product is prepared. No marketing. Because he has to compete with the international companies and other big companies. So it's a small company. So how can I market myself? If you are involved in all these things, it would be wonderful. It is possible only with small companies and medium level companies. I think most of you got that kind of companies. So this is the way you have to develop your career in the next 2-3 years. This is one channel. The other channel is, if you observe all these things very critically, by in 1 or 2 years, you should have an idea that I can do a better job than this organization. I can do more cost effective. I can do with small number of people than this. This kind of idea you have to get it. Then 2-3 people together, you can start something. See, agriculture, what is happening in general, in a larger spectrum, what is happening in the agriculture is, so agriculture, farmer is there, he is always the sufferer, all of you must be aware. But all the other people who are related to, connected to agriculture are the beneficiaries. Very interesting part. Never happens like this in any other activity. The farmer is the sufferer for weather, for pest, or for drought, or something, or for the lack of price. As of today, we don't have reasonable price for mirchi, reasonable price for paddy, no reasonable price for the other things. So these are the sufferers of the farmers. But the activities or companies related to farmer are prosperous. The pesticide companies are prosperous. Fertilizer companies are prosperous. Seed companies are prosperous. Everybody is prosperous connected to agriculture. This is a very interesting phenomena in the agriculture happening. So yes, so anyway, you are entering into the other fields, not the real agriculture of making. Yes, you are not in the pain part. You are in the blue, green part. That is where the companies are very happy and prosperous. So, but with that, yes, you have to grasp an idea. How can I better the whole system where I am working? Once you got the idea, yes, two, three members together, you can start some entrepreneurship. That is how you have to grow. Not, I don't expect you to be satisfied with 25, 30,000 rupees. Your life is more, should be very bright and more valuable. Don't be satisfied with that. But don't be, be otherwise also. You take it that they are paying, but for the learning. There is a learning part that is the most valuable than 25, 30,000 rupees. It is 10 times, 20 times valuable. That learning is 10 times, 20 times valuable than their salary. But you have to observe everything, as I told you, the very urgency of the thing, the processing of it, and also finances of it, and the marketing of it. All these things you have to observe very, very, very closely and should grasp something which you can do better, production, more production with small cost effective with small number of people. Yes. This is how we have to grasp in 2 years. I think it's very much possible. Very much possible. So, yes. So then, yes, you can do wonders. Okay. The interesting field for you is, of course, if we see it, it appears to be a saturated thing. Everybody is, most of the things are being done by many companies. What is it I can do extra? This is the perception if you see or your faculty members see the world. You can do lots of things. Especially the future is about the, adaptation of technology into the agriculture. Yes, many things are possible by adopting the IoT kind of things to the agriculturists. Yes, many things are possible with the, what I have led Python technology kind of things. You are connected to a technical institution. If you come with a problem clearly defined, here the people are there to solve together. There is agriculture technology branch and computer science, everything is there, electronics, everything is there. You can take the help of the institution and make it possible. So what is the future is technology adaptation into the agriculture. Yes. Agriculture is as normally it will go. In the normal circumstance also, but in the olden days, male people are dominated. Yes, men are dominated because of their physical strength. Most of the works are done by the physical stamina. Women are not cannot do that kind of physical thing, so they are suppressed. Now it is not the phenomena. Once the technology is there, both men or women are equal. They are to use not the physical power, they are to use the brains. Using of the brains are equal for both men and women. That is how we have to, yes. Now also you believe that only the men have to do agriculture. Why can't the women do the agriculture if the technology is into the field? On the other day, So we have drone laboratory. So the company are requesting us to prepare the drones for the defense. Then I asked them, why should we prepare the drones for defense? There are many companies to do that. This is an agriculture area. How can this drone help the agriculturists? Can the drone? Yes. Can a right can sit at his home and operate the drone to pesticide, distribute the pesticide in his field? Yes, it is possible. That can be done by a woman. I mean, switching on the button is something. Directing the drone is brain work. So that kind of technology is a technical adaptation is very much possible for the future. That is how we have to think in the line. So the present seed production is there. How it can be improved by using the technology? How it can be made easy using the technology? Or how it can be automated? So this kind of approach, when you are working somewhere, you have to always think of how this process can be improved further. Then you can become the entrepreneur. So all of you must be aware. The boy, young man who worked with me for 7-8 years, started the Aqua Exchange. I think all of you are aware. Are you aware? No. There is Aqua Exchange near Hanuman Junction. He has studied in IIT. He has studied civil engineering, not agriculture, something. He has worked with me for 7-8 years, more than that. Okay. He has done something for the rights, for the aqua rights. I mean, those who grow the prawns. So the situation was, the problem is like this. The rights grow the thing with all their effort, and the middleman comes to the field and he fixes the price at a very low way. And yeah, he sells it for a better price for the real buyer. This is one problem. The second problem is, it is located on the sea coast mostly. So they cannot maintain their power. They cannot maintain the, salinity of the water. It cannot be more or less for the prawns. More salinity cannot be accepted, or less salinity also. And they cannot see the health of the animal, that is prawn. All these things he has done automated. Yes, a right can see the health of his pond, health of the animal, and the salinity of the water, and the feed of the thing, power, everything at home. Yes. They need not go to pond during the midnight and affected by snake bite and all that. They can see 24/7 at home. And in the same way, so he has developed another information app kind of thing. What is the price of today's price of pan in the market? It's sending every right. So with all these things, World Bank is giving, he has this he has shown it to the World Bank. This technology, not the agriculture, not prawn culture, technology has shown it to the World Bank. The World Bank for the first time agreed to give the loans to these farmers. Yes, thousands of farmers. In this way, everybody can think what is it The future is about the technology. Future is about the digitalization. Future is what you have learned in your course also, Python and other things. So this is how you can, wherever you are working, how you can improve it further. Once you got the confidence, you come out and start something. You will become millionaires. You will become the employers. You will become, you're going to create huge number of jobs. So jobs also, this boy, what I told you, exchange. So there is a small instrument that operates IoT in the pond. That instruments are being manufactured by the illiterate women of 500 women every day. They are assembling that. They are uneducated women. But yeah, they got the skill in no time. So if the highly educated people are employed, it appears to be very cheap job. But they are uneducated women getting 2 times, 3 times their regular this thing. This is how what I want to impress is you are connected to technical institute. You are connected to uh, have the institution where there are many multiple departments. So try to use of it, try to think of it, how you can improve the process. So this is how you have to build your career. So the third way of building the career is looking for the government employment. So you are very much eligible for the bank officers, POs, and also you can always attempt the civil service also. Mostly you are for group 1, group 2 kind of thing, your preparation. If you are not interested to take the risk of entrepreneurship or happy with the present salary, you try to prepare yourselves for 2-3 years for group 1, group 2 and bank office. The preparation is same for all these things. Only general knowledge and arithmetics and bit communication. And definitely you are preferred to the other graduates in all these jobs. Why you are preferred? Not to praise you, really you are preferred. Because yes, all the other graduates do not know the real ground level situation of the society. They never seen what is the crop, what is the agriculture, what is how the farmer is, and what is it. See, the students come to me for various favors. Frequent questions what I am asked is, how many acres you have? They tell me 4-5 acres. How much revenue you get it? They don't know. They don't know. How much produce you get it paddy in an acre? They don't know. Their father's job. See, I mean, yes. Why I am trying this? Because if we have 5 acres, at best you'll get only 200 bags, and the whole revenue is only 2 lakhs. But your father is paying more than 2 lakhs for your studies. That is what I want to impress upon them. They don't know. They don't know the real problem of the society. See, the India is in villages, not in the towns. India is with agriculture. India is with farmer. They don't know that reality. You know that very well. So you know what is the rural situation, what is the poverty, what are the problems people are facing. So anybody, if in any of these competitive jobs, these are the questions that may be asked frequently. You can answer better because you have experience with this. You have done, you got lot of experience with this. So if there is two graduates of BTech Computer Science and Agriculture Science, naturally I had to take Agriculture Science back. With the same marks in the written test, if both people appear for interview, I have to prefer the agriculture fellow because you know better about the society. So this is the other option, third option. And the fourth option is after 2-3 years working, again come back to the university and do MSc around tech and continue the PhD and settle yourselves as a good researcher. This is the fourth option. So this is how we have to think of it. I don't know, different people will have different kinds of this thing. The first option is try to learn from the organization where you go, impress upon them. You have to impress in such a way, next time, suppose this year they have taken 5 people, next time they want to, they wish to take 20-30 people because these 5 people work beautifully. Yes. Otherwise, if you are not working, you are spoiling the next batches also. And you are spoiling your own career. Both. So try to work for 2-3 years, learn something. If you have some financial base and all these things, so yes, work out to become the entrepreneurship. Mostly how the technology can be interpreted in the activity, most of the time. If you see now, everybody is doing all the things. Where is the place for me? It is already crowded. It is not crowded. There is a lot of space for you. Lot of space for you. Enough space for you. Only thing you have to think, what is my space? Then work for the regular government jobs, bank jobs especially and all that. And the other thing is work for the higher education after 2-3 years of experience. Experience is essential for higher education. So, but for Stanford or Harvard universities, they don't give the MBA directly like us. They don't give MBA seat, however brilliant you are, directly from the graduation. They give the MBA seat based on your experience somewhere. Those who have worked somewhere, got an experience, and then only based on that experience, they give the seats. So that experience makes you better, feel you better. So try to work for 2-3 years. If you want to have the higher education, come back here and pursue till PhD. These are the various options for your career. Okay. Okay, we have done, okay, I can always say Vignan is great, department has done extreme, that is okay, that's fine. But what the most important, how you have to build your career, that is what I'm talking to you. I think I wish that you'll come up in the life in a very big, to a big heights, in a beautiful way, and make yourselves feel good. And now I ask you the basic question. Would you recommend this department for your relatives or friends? How many can recommend? Don't worry. If you don't recommend, fine. No, I want to take the feedback, general feedback. Nobody recommends? Okay, very few people recommends. So there is some dissatisfaction element among you. You tell what is your dissatisfaction or what you are expected otherwise from the Ramesh Babu and his team. Yes. Normally here, what is happening in our this thing, for the admissions and all that, 60% of the students are referred by the existing students. This is the only phenomena, only university happening like that. Because they are happy, they are satisfied with the whole process and all that. So that gives the satisfaction. If you recommend somebody, you are satisfied. If you don't recommend, you are not satisfied still. Fine, if you are not satisfied, you have some other meeting with your Ramesh Babu and tell him what are the expected things from your side. And yes, only 5, 6 people are telling me, but other people are keeping quiet. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Are you understood my question? Huh? Will you recommend any of your brother is there, your relative is there, your cousin is there? Will you recommend to get admission into this department or not? You raise your hands. Okay, okay. It means the 50% are satisfied, other 50% need something more. That's fine. So when you are leaving, you do another thing also. I think that practice is very much there. You prepare some memory book for your department. Have you done? These people are new. So prepare some memory book for you with your photo, with your address and email and phone number, and also nicknames by the other people. Yeah, you call by nicknames and all these things, or comment by the other your friends. You are a good fellow. You are because you help others, or you are a good fellow because you are very intelligent. So you are you are very tough fellow. You are something. So try to prepare a memory book that will be kept at the department. If you see the same thing after 15, 20 years, it would be a great thing. Very interesting thing. Very interesting thing. So I got that kind of experience. That's why I am telling. In my post-graduation, somebody of my batchmate, don't think it otherwise, a girl has written, you'll become great. I don't have any credentials of that kind. Okay, I am okay, studies normally and very casually, very these things. But somehow she could understand me that I'll grow in a big way. This is what I keep referring very frequently. How could I do not know I'll become something. That kind of memories would be there, very sweet memories would be there after some time. So try to prepare some memory book for you and in the next few days and keep it with the departments. Some may keep it with you also. Nothing wrong. So once again, wish you all the best and I wish you to grow in a big way, to become great in your employment, great as entrepreneurs or great in public sector. Everywhere you should be great. That's it. Wish you all the best. Good luck.